That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat.
What have I done? Of this flat, 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 of this flat.
24 hours.
And there was much rejoicing.
Everyone, look at your hair.
Earth is flat.
I can do that. I know. Oh yeah, I can do that.
I know.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Watch this.
Earth is flat.
Have you seen him on the talk shows?
Neil Armstrong, you mean the first man to walk on the moon?
Talk about a fish story.
Earth is flat.
What an amazing cheat. Thinks Earth is flat?
And Galileo, you know the guy from Believe the Earth is Flat.
It wasn't a question. I just want to tell everyone to the flat Earth.
Earth is flat.
Yep, that's absolutely true. The movie Gravity.
The law of gravity is nonsense.
It kind of flattens out.
Yeah.
Flat Earth in flat Earth in flat Earth in Earth is flat. Earth is flat. Earth is flat. Flat Earth in Earth is flat.
Is flat.
Earth is flat. Earth is flat.
I'm not representing the globe.
And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake. I kind of like the absurdity of that.
If you were able to look through the perspective of a person who thinks the world is flat, you would see this.
And the person feels enlightened.
The North Pole is right here in the center. The continents splayed out over this plain. And here on the edges, you'd run into a 150-foot wall of ice.
That's my cousin. Yeah, I dabble around it. So what's with the flat Earth thing?
Eddie, like a lot of people are like, Eddie, really? But tell us why.
And the person feels enlightened.
Yes. Yes, please.
And how far that ice goes outwards. And when people try to go down there, they get turned away.
Light in the sky that move around just above the Earth's surface. Percent of Americans agree with the statement, I have always believed the world is round. 84%. And if you're 18 to 24, that's more like 66%, which is like dangerously close to half
of gravity and physics. This video is not a debunk of flat Earth theory. That doesn't need to happen, that shouldn't need to happen. What the world is flat. So,
the plane wasn't dipping. The level was flat.
Even though literally in elementary school, I was taught that Christopher Columbus and like his voyage was somehow to prove that the Earth was round or maybe it was flat and that there was like some debate around that. That's actually a total legend and I have no idea why I was taught that in elementary school. How did that happen? I actually am genuinely curious. Like, how did that happen? So, really flat, really flat, really flat. But then eventually it died out. Until just a few years ago.
And the person feels the thing about the numbers is mysterious. You can get rid of it. If you wanted to.
The world is flat. So
Volvo 33 receiving okay. Volvo 33 receiving okay. 30 degrees west. After we pass 30 west. Global flight 33. 30 west, 03. Flight level. Anywhere level. Anywhere level. Ground speed. Volvo 33 to weather. Volvo 33 to weathership Charlie. Volvo 33 to weathership Charlie. Volvo 33 to weathership Charlie. What about Charlie? Nothing, sir. I can't raise them. 2100.
Our name is the Flat Earth Research Society. We have research. We have learned.
Charles, we have seen pictures of the round globe.
Are you serious, Wally? I mean, in other words, your proof is. I saw it on TV.
No, I've seen it from an airplane. It's round.
Oh, you've seen it from an airplane.
But Charles, are you saying everybody else is wrong and you people are the only ones who are right?
Absolutely. But don't get excited. The average person over 40 or 50 years old knows that the Earth is flat.
But Charles, if the Earth was flat, you'd go driving along, or you'd be in a boat going, and you'd reach the end, and you'd fall off the Earth.
You've got backwards. If the world were a globe, a ball, and if you tried to get to Australia, you'd go over the edge. Any direction you went, you'd go over the edge. Only a globe has an edge. Obviously and logically, a flat Earth would not have an edge.
The black left eye is part of a cult.
This is a common theme. I'm gonna start seeing in public. Another celebrity with a black left eye. Black left eye. So these elites that in public without ignoring the world. But it's fading with a black left eye. Black left eye. It's more than a coincidence. What's going on then? Why not the right eye? Why is it only the black left eye? Black left eye.
Seen sporting a black left eye are part of the Illuminati. So Elizabeth Hurley, Boy George, and Robert Downey Jr. are among the A-listers who have been photographed with bruising in the eye area in recent years. The former US President George W. Bush, along with the Pope, I'd love to give him a black eye.
Why just the left eye? Was it a ritual? What was done to you and why? Why?
But we've all become accustomed to them covering up the eye as a mark of homage to the fact that they worship Satan, or at the very least, they've sold their souls.
We are taking you on a trip into the future to visit galaxies millions of light years away, which means astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson is here.
Yeah, he is. He's the host and executive science editor of the third Cosmos. I know you're here to promote it, but you got to tell us what you find.
Well, so, I don't mean to reveal a secret, but that was all green screen.
He's back from Saturn. He goes back from Saturn.
Didn't really go to Saturn on that one.
Third.
Enceladus, it's one of the places in the solar system, it's a moon, that has an ocean of liquid water beneath a frozen layer of ice. And one of NASA's mantras over the years has been third, and the person feels enlightened. Third, and one of the hallmarks, one of the DNs, and the person feels enlightened. Together.
Bring us along for the ride.
Along for the ride.
Other than the entertainment value, obviously.
And the person feels enlightened.
What do you want folks to take away?
First, and we realized sometime in the past, there was an explosion. The gaping hole. We blew out very hot gas.
How big are we talking? I understand that when we're talking on super galactic scales, the numbers don't mean anything. It's like it's too big of a number for us to understand. How big are we?
Very hot gas. that came out of this gaping hole and blew out in the center of its ass.
We scratching their heads. A lot of people. A lot of people. Why are you saying?
I'm just saying.
A lot of people.
So, first of all,
worried
let me
about
make
her?
it clear
Yes.
that's not an opinion. I measured the size of her head, measured her eyeballs. Those are measurements. I didn't just pull that out of the ether.
That's science.
That's science.
A lot of people. And now I do. A lot of people. Wonderful to see you. Now I do. Now I do.
Wonderful to see.
Now I do. Now I do.
I think we're in the middle of a massive experiment worldwide. And that
And where are
is
the guinea pigs?
Maybe. The experiment is, will people listen? People. Cautions. These are warnings offered by scientists for our own good. And it seems to me if we all freak out, right, live in a life lived in fear is a life lived. So people on by. And then we kicked its ass. So you don't want to, I'm just...
I hope we win.
On by. And then we...
Okay.
Yes.
A happy landing for Russia's unmanned Luna 17 spacecraft and a big step forward for Soviet scientists in Lenin's Jubilee year. The first self-propelled vehicle ever to drive across the lunar landscape is controlled from Earth.
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society. The Flat Earth Society.
Let's start with Christopher Columbus. What do you know about him? Oh, we get out of school.
One, and here's how this extraordinary Heath Robinson 8-wheeler was rolled down from the spacecraft onto the Sea of Rains.
Scientists have just discovered or observed the largest explosions.
Super galactic scales, the numbers don't mean anything. It's like it's too big of a number for us to understand.
The size of the vehicle hasn't been disclosed, but it's been sending back television pictures and carries, among other equipment, a laser reflector. It's been used to survey the moon's surface. So now Soviet space experts have proved their theory that space exploration can be carried out by automatic
have to tell us, is the Earth flat or not flat?
Equipment without risking the lives of astronauts. To Russia, Lunokhod is worth its weight in moon dust.
Łaska. Generał Mirosław Hermaszewski, jak dotąd pierwszy.
Anyway, that's how I escaped from space prison. Oh, scary place.
Well, Rick.
It is photoshopped, but it's has to be. 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 It is photoshopped,
numbers
but
don't lie.
it's
It's
has
undeniable.
to be. It is,
Stuff
but it's
for babies,
has to
Daddy.
be.
It's not
It is photoshopped,
real.
but it's has to be. It is photoshopped, but it's has to be. It is photoshopped.
Quality writing makes your schoolwork better.